Hello everybody and welcome, my name is Ursa and today I'm feeling hungry. It's Civilization 6, it's A to Z challenge, which means the channel supporters have been rapidly fighting through to try and give me something to play that will challenge me. Yes. Again, thank you so much for all their support, and if you want to support the channel, remember to like and subscribe and comment and do all those interaction things that the algorithm it just demands of me. It's such a demanding thing. Please help me satisfy the algorithm. And remember as well, I have Coffee and Patreon if you fancy supporting the channel via those means, but today's game is as such. We're playing Hungary, and if you've watched this channel, you'll know that Hungary are up there with my top 3 civs in the whole game. I think they are brilliant, I think they are overpowered, I think they are meme broken, and I love them dearly, which is why today's game is kind of a little bit of a step back from some of the more meme strats we've been playing with Hungary before. I mean, you've seen me do it. I've played games where I've taken over domination victories without building a single unit. You may have seen actually, I put a video up on Potato McWhiskey's channel just over a year ago that actually had a lot of you now watching. You all saw that video and came across. Hello again from that video. On that, I really tried to show off the combination of, I think it was Himiko and some of the other heroes with Matthias's ability to just like take city-state troops and unleash havoc, and I think we had like a turn 86 domination victory. It was pretty crazy. It all centers around the Raven King ability, and everything else kind of takes a bit of, you know, second fiddle, because Raven King is so good. You find city-state, you levy, you kill, and then you repeat. So what I've done is I've made a map today which should hopefully show off some of the other Hungarian abilities a little bit, especially things like Pearl of the Danube, which gives me 50% production to districts and buildings when constructed across a river from a city centre. This map has a lot of rivers, don't worry. Black armies, huzzas, thermal baths, stuff we just don't really get to see very much. And to do that, what we've done is I have taken, again, one of Saf's fantastic maps, Mare Nostrum. You've seen me play it a few times, it's wonderful. It's a 16-player Deity++ map, okay? So we're 2 levels above Deity. I'm using Deity++. I really like this difficulty setting. I've got it on the mode where the AI starts with nothing and gets huge bonuses late game. It so far has worked really well. Come to Discord if you want these save files and the mods that I use to make these games work. So I keep them all on lists when I remember to update them, which I'm pretty good at, but sometimes you may just need to give me a day or two. But what I've specifically done is I've left Barbarian Clans mode on, but I don't have Heroes and Legends, and I don't have Secret Societies. So a couple of the broken facets of the Hungarian playthrough, well, we've removed those. So we're going to be playing pretty much basic Hungary. In addition, the eagle-eyed amongst you will realize that we have 1 city-state starting on the map. So the reason I had to put 1 and not 0 is because if I put 0, city-states don't spawn with this setup of mods. I don't know why it is, but I have to put 1 on the map, so there you go. With Barb clans, what we're going to find is that barbarians will spawn on the map, and we need to feed them into city-states to then levy the troops. So we will not be able to levy from the beginning of the game. We're going to have to actually cultivate our barbarians into the swole, adult, independent city-states that they can be. It's going to be quite interesting having to actually see if we can use that mechanic. I also have another thing. Check out this mod, 3 city-states. If a city rebels and becomes a 3 city, there is a chance that it will become a city-state. It's not a very high chance. We may not actually see much of it, but what we might find is that city-states begin to spawn around the map. It could be a lot of fun. I'm going to be using a couple of rules, sort of self-imposed rules, to encourage the play a little bit as well. In terms of military units, the only military units they may leave my borders that I produce, so the only military units that I can build are Black Army and Hussars. If I build those, I get to send them out of my borders. Equally, my starting warrior I'm going to send out as well. I'm also going to allow myself to send out any scout units, so scouts, skirmishers, rangers, all those sort of things I'm going to be able to send out of my borders as well. All other military units, if I do build them, they must stay within my borders, so I'm not allowed to produce my own army here. Just unique units, my starting warrior, and any scouts that I want to send out. If I want to do any domination, it must be with city-state units, and I must get them first. It's gonna be a really tricky pickup. So yeah, we'll see. This could be really fun. Civilian units are going to be able to leave. That's fine. I'm going to have to use scouts to escort settlers and things like that. And this start's going to be incredibly mountainous. This is the Mare Nostrum map. It's the Mediterranean, and I think I'm pretty much in the Alps because there's only a couple of snow tiles on this entire map, and I think I've got one of them right here. Yeah, I can't tell you how excited I am for this map. It's going to be really, really good fun. Remember to come to Discord. Remember to join along. We're going to dive straight in by looking at my start. I'm on a hill, but unfortunately it is a grassland hill, and it does have spice on. Now, if I settle, I will lose some of the abilities that are given to me by settling on top of the hill on woods. The woods will disappear and the hill will give me nothing, so I will lose quite a lot of yield. Because of that, I want to either go left or right. Now, if I go left, I'll settle on top of tundra. It's a useless tile. I'll make it a little bit better. But if I settle right, this is a plains hill. That gives me +1 production on the city centre, and that lets, so both of them let me work the spices. That's quite cool. I think, is there a river? No. I mean, the problem is I've got mountains everywhere here, and I have a feeling that my capital's going to struggle to use the Pearl ability too much, because I mean, it looks like I'm just in walls and mountains here. Amazing campuses, but some pretty poor starting locations for districts. I mean, it's going to be really interesting. I think I'm going to elect to go right. As good as it would be to go left, I think I need to get the extra production from the beginning of the game. It looks like there's another plains to hill tile over there, so that's not too bad. And I think we're going to settle in place on this tile. I should point out that I have true start location turned off, so we do not have true start locations turned on this map. It was the weird thing that I can't get it to turn on, and also to have the city-states spawn as I want. That is a total block end, but look at that. That's a +5 campus spot. We're going to have a crazy level of campuses up here. Holy sites as well. I think holy sites are going to be definitely a thing for me, but there is Buda. We're working already this beautiful spice tile. That, interestingly, is a geothermal fissure. I'm hoping we're going to have quite a few geothermal fissures for Hungary, and better still, we want to make sure we have at least one per city where we can, because when I do get a thermal bath, I will be able to get +2 amenities, +2 production, +3 tourism, +2 amenities. So 4 amenities just by having a thermal bath in that city. It's going to be amazing. I'm going to just quickly scout it out. Scouts and my starting warrior, these are going to be the only things that I can send around the map. Now, do we want to go for a religion this game? Yes, of course I do. I'm Ursa Ryan. I like a religion. Religions are fun. But in order to get a good religion, I'm going to have to go mining first, because all of these tiles are on locations that are going to be absolutely riddled with woods. So we're going to have to get mining first, otherwise we're not going to be able to clear the woods. So it's going to be a little bit of a delayed start for us, but not a problem. Which way should I go? Should I go down this valley or this one? I'll go left, and we'll see what we can find. I'm going to see if I can work my way out of the tundra in the middle. There is the end of the thing. Now, the reason I chose this map is because I know that SAF's maps have a lot of rivers on them, a huge amount of rivers, and I was thinking this could be really fun for later into the game. I'll send this scout up that way, and I'm going to go immediately for settler number 2. I've played a couple of Ursa games recently where settling is at a huge limitation. I'm really looking forward to being able to just settle wherever the hell I want. It's going to be really nice. More geothermal fissures. It's worth keeping an eye on these things. I'm actually going to start flagging them as being really, really important things. What actually is that, sir? That is a wonder. No, where's the geothermal improvement? There it is. I'll put a geothermal plant on it, not because it's actually something I'm planning on building necessarily, but it just helps me to mark where these geothermal fissures are so I can remember for sitting planning purposes later on. Look, there's another one there, and a tribal hut. And it looks like we have somebody over there. Oh, you're kidding me. That is the familiar blue and sort of puce colour of, I think, Gilgabro. I think we've started next to Gilgabro. What's in the tribal hut? Military tradition. I guess that's fine. It certainly is Gilgamesh. You know what this means? We have an instant friend, declare friendship. Oh, Gilgamesh. Oh, I love you so. Oh, I love it. Any game where I start next to Gilgamesh is a good, fun game, and this will be no different. So you can see Deity ++ working here. Gilgamesh only has 1 city. They have no starting warriors, but already they're on 11 science and 10 culture. They're going to be working crazy yields from the Deity plus bonuses. Now, I'm thinking, do you reckon Matterhorn is on this map? I can never remember if it is. I'm going to go and send my warrior down and see if we can find some wonder in that direction. And where is my other settler going to go? This is a good question. I kind of want to, I mean, Gilgamesh is the only person I know right now on the map, and I want to make sure that we kind of take as much of this mountain territory as we can. We're almost become like a sort of weird Swiss nation, aren't we? Just stuck in the Alps. I'm going straight for another settler as well. God King, Discipline. Yeah, this is all a good combination for me right now. And there's the first city-state possibility. This is a Barb clan, and we're going to just be keeping an eye on these Barb clans because I really want to be enjoying them. I want to be cultivating them into city-states. We want them to grow into the best city-states they could possibly be. Running my settler like this is such a bad idea. I always do this, and I always regret it very quickly. I'm just looking actually to see, are there any good spots that we can put with loads and loads of river tiles around us? If I were to, like, for instance, go and settle there, that gives me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spaces where I can settle districts across a river from myself. That's pretty cool. Like, we could really, that's not me. This is me. I could master the Pearl ability. I mean, that's cool. I'm tempted to, because again, I want to just block off all these mountains where I can. This is my sort of kingdom, and I will be safe in the mountains. So if I can stop Gilgamesh from settling in this direction, I'll feel a little bit better about it all. Germany. Oh no. Germany and Hungary. Always best of friends. I'm going to steal that. Masonry. Lovely. And off we go. I'm at that choice. Do I let astrology hard fix itself and just assume I'm not going to find a natural wonder, or do I try and just sort of go through it? I mean, look at the appeal in my mountain kingdom. It's such crazy high appeal. I love it. I'm going to try and hard build it. I don't trust, but I'm going to find a natural wonder here. City number 2. There it is. Pest. Buda and Pest. They're quite far away from each other, admittedly, but it's good fun. Let's get a scout going here. And what tile are we going to be working? This 2-2? It's not bad. There's a lovely, actually, 1-3-1 tile over there. Maybe that's a better one to work. I want to see if I can give my cities a little bit of space from each other. That's the ideal, really. If I can spread them out a little bit, make sure that we've got some really big population cities, that would be quite nice. Settler number 2. And I think to the north is probably the best location for me to go and settle. So let's go and head in that way. 3 recon unit, though. Hey, that's pretty good. Recon units can leave my lands. That's good. Something I should probably keep an eye on. Oh, there was okay, the Barb camp got killed. Yeah, Germany is going to be a bit of a problem for that. They do like killing Barb camps. But something we're going to have to keep a small eye on here is whether or not we're going to actually be able to buy Barb units, because in theory, I'm buying it, I'm not levying it. If I do buy a Barb unit, it must stay in my own lands. I think that's going to be how I'm going to rule this self-imposed challenge. Let's get another scout going quickly here. But yeah, that's, I think, what I'm going to do. It's probably not the best thing. Oh, there's the natural wonder. And I've got 2 turns on astrology left. I knew that I was going to do this. I mean, admittedly, it is across a lake, so I don't think I'm going to be able to see it in time. But yeah, that's a bit frustrating. Never mind. Astrology, done. Let's do animal husbandry and then pottery. Get the basics in. We don't need to rush sailing today. No, we are not big sailing people. Victoria is down there. Okay, right, we are very surrounded, as Hungary often is on these maps, and the fact that we've started in the mountains kind of is going to make that even worse, but that's fine. It's okay, we don't mind starting in the mountains. Oh, that is a good gem tile as well. Oh, I'm actually going to buy that one so that I'm working that, because it does give me more gold, and it helps Pest to grow just a little bit, so that's actually pretty cool. So here we go, holy site placement. What are we going to do? Where are we going to put everything? And the question is, like, where should we not put it? Already, this looks like a camper spot that's at least +5 with the geothermal fissure, so we'll remember that one. That's cool. We've got one there. There's a lot of very good placements popping up, but I'm thinking we could use this +4. I know there's +5s, but this is a tundra tile, and that's not one that I'm going to be necessarily wanting to work. So it's on a river, it's by mountains, it's, yeah, I'm going to swap it there. Let's do that. Now, it's not across a river, unfortunately, but Buda's not going to be able to claim that advantage as much as other cities. So here's the Adriatic. Okay, so this looks like this is sort of Venetia area down to the south of me. I wonder if I should probably see if I can get a city down there. But I mean, look at this mountain range. I'm a totally defended. Getting down here is going to be really tough. I'm just going to briefly treat myself to a nice +2 holy site in that direction because it is across a river. So this is getting 50% extra production. Remember that. That's a good tile. I think settling on this tile is going to be good. The geothermal is there, but if I settle there, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 tiles either side. Yeah, you know what? I think I'm going to go and put it there. It's a bit of a weird random place to settle, I appreciate, but I kind of like that. That's quite fun. Actually, there's olives on that tile. If I had to settle on the geothermal fissure, then no, I kind of want another city in that little gap. Yeah, no, I'm going to stick to my guts. I think there'll probably be another good space for a settler up there. Oh, there are a lot of geothermal fissures around my land. This is wonderful. I love to see it. Stonehenge is already gone. Okay, interesting. First religion has gone feed the world, as it normally does. I am playing with Religions Extended. It's a mod that gives me more Pantheon choices and more religion choices. I like to play it on big maps because it really, really helps. Oh, the one city-state in the map I think is actually spawned next to me. That's a little unfortunate because I did kind of want to have to cultivate quite a few. But you know what? I'm going to take it because honestly... Oh, it's Kandy! Oh, that gives me relics. Oh, that's a relic one. Okay, right, of all the ones to get, that is really good. What do they want? They want a great writer. Oh, I almost don't want to explore the map anymore, but I do. There's Matterhorn. There's no way I wasn't going to discover that, right? There's no way. I'm just not any point, but if I go state, well, yeah, I think we're going to go craftsmanship into state workforce. This is going to be how we do this. We're going to have to rush some monuments out and go from there. City number 3, that's my first settlement on Eastern Europe. Perfect. I'm going to test a theory. Does this tile count as being across a river? Because it's not next to my city. So in theory, it says 24 turns. Yeah, it has to be adjacent to the city centre and across a river. Yeah, I'm just still testing this ability. Like it's a funny old one in terms of the exact way that sometimes it can work out. Heidelberg, we are finding that our borders with Germany are being rapidly drawn. It's okay. We don't mind that. Now my first profit point. Do I want to be rushing a profit? I mean, this is a work ethic crazy settlement. So, because we can't get feed the world, I think I'm just going to go holy site prayers and we're going to just rush these through. I've got such a crazy high production city. Kind of makes sense for me to do that. If I can get my religion in the ancient era, it guarantees me a golden age and I can then monumentality my way through. So I kind of like that as a starting strat. It's a pretty good one. Normally works pretty well for me. Another city-state possibility because there is a barb camp there. Again, protecting these things actually might be quite a tricky task. I almost want to protect them to stop the AI from destroying them. What pantheons have we got? So unfortunately, the building holy sites next to rivers is not an option, so we can't get the 2 amenities and 2 housing from that. There is primordial waters, which is next to coastal lakes, but that's not such a big thing for me. What is a thing is that there is at least one high appeal pantheon, the Chthonic Cult, +1 science from tiles with breathtaking appeal. I could also do +1 faith from woods. So do I want faith or do I want science? I mean, I think we know where we're going to be going. Look at that. I've got so many high appeal tiles. Yeah, we're going to have to do that. I'm going to have to go. I was hoping to get the faith one, but let's go for the +1 science. This is one of the modded pantheons from Extended Religions. It's really, really good. And I'm hoping this will actually give me quite a decent science output. Yeah, we've gone to 10 science. We're still behind the AI in most cases, but it's not a problem. Germany's now my friend as well. We have become friends with Germany. If I can get stable borders so that I'm only fighting one person at a time, I'd appreciate that. That's pretty cool. Roads are going to be so important on this map. So important. I want to be able to actually move about and go between my cities, and this is going to be nigh on impossible unless I get roads up. Damn. I forgot to change my policy cards. That just cost me 25 gold, but I need urban planning. That's too good a thing. That's annoying. Let's go for that and go for a Gogi. I don't want to be fighting barbs particularly. I just want to be making units. Actually, no, I don't. Oh, I could have used the scout card. That would have been better. Never mind. Writing masonry. Now, in order to get masonry and a campus in my capital, I need to be able to get rid of that stone. So we are going to have to go masonry and then campus, but I don't mind that. That's fine. We need to meet some more people in order to get ourselves a golden age. I really want it. We've got 8 turns and I need 6 era score to do it. I know that Mount Vesuvius is down here. I was really hoping I'd pick up a Marnie, but any era score I can get right now is going to be important. I'm sending my scouts out kind of away from my land as much as I can. But there's a tribal hut, new population. Which city did that go to? Went to Buda. If I go writing, can I produce for myself a district in time? Now, if I can get the religion, that does help. That's really good. Oh, I love these. I love these games where getting the era score is kind of tricky because I start to have to think about them really heavily. Really, really heavily. What did Catholicism go for? Oh, that's the one I wanted. Shrines and temples provide science. I went for the science pantheon. It's probably best I don't go for all of the science things, otherwise I'd become a bit beelined to one particular strategy, and I like going more overall joy. I think work ethic is probably the one for me this game. Boulevard, that's one person met. That's one less era score. Exchanging information on capitals is good. Have you met people? Yeah, there's people over in that direction that you've not met. Oh, Vicky's got a ton of people in her direction. Unfortunately, I moved my scout through to where Italy is. That's a bit annoying. And this is what I knew would happen. My single tile of blizzard, snow, tundra. Cold desert, that's what it is. It's already now starting to blizzard, and if that kills my holy site, oh, that's going to be frustrating. Oh, I forgot to check which way it was going. Is it still possible? Heading northeast. Oh, joy. That's me. 5 turns. Can I build a campus in 5? Oh, I'd get a campus in 4 turns. So I could get that. It's whether or not would I still get a religion. I'm going to get that in 4 turns even without the holy site prayers. So yes, we can do this. I think getting this +6 campus, that's a ridiculous number, by the way. This should give me the golden age, I think. I'm not sure, but I think. Where are you going? 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 Did you destroy anything? 1 tile gained fertility. No, that's the opposite of destroyed. That's really good. Yay. I actually don't know which tile gained fertility there. I can't see any tiles with unusual yields, but it's not destroyed. And that's what matters. Where are you going now? Where are you going now? You're just going to drift lazily that way. That's good. It petered out. 2 tiles gained fertility. I think that was at least one of the tiles. None of the ones in my land. Okay, but that could have gone a lot worse for me, so we will take that. That's fine. So I think with this campus being finished, there we go. 3 era score. And we've got the ancient era sorted. In fact, I can take the profit, but I don't have to put the religion down. Actually, I can't do it until next turn anyway. That works perfectly. We could not have done that any better. Let's just get my campus's infrastructure sorted. I kind of want monuments up to be able to get my governor, to be able to get Armani and get all that sorted. So we kind of like that. Vesuvius is on this continent, but I kind of want to wait until Kandy's under my control before I get that. That would be nice if we can help that. Look, monument. This holy site is almost finished as well. Oh, I love an early game golden age. It's so good. Putting a survey on, that's what I wanted. Urban planning. That's all looking mighty fine. This holy site is now finished, which means when I actually put my religion down, all 3 cities will get the benefit. And what do I do with my religion? This is going to be a good question. Now, I'm tempted to go for work ethic right from the bat. That would give my capital 4 production. I think the other 2 cities 2 production, so that's 8. That's pretty cool. Prosperity doctrine would be one of those things that wouldn't come in handy now, but it would come in handy later, because then it could mean that I could get in my unique bath improvement with faith, because you can buy entertainment complex buildings with faith. That's quite cool. It's quite a long way away though. World Wonders giving amenities and housing's quite decent as well. Fruits of Labour we've seen before. This works really well when you have huge cities, and I do intend on having huge cities later into the game. It's got to be work ethic. I think it's too good a choice in this particular game, so we will do that. I think I'm just going to build all of these holy sites nice and tall. Sacred architecture, 50% production towards holy sites in their buildings. It's a good combination. Means that I can throw some production very soon into getting some lovely shrines up. Look at that, nice 8 turn, 3 faith shrine. Oh, perfect. And if I combine that with monumentality, we can kick some settlers out very quickly indeed. Only 195 faith per turn, you say? That's fine. We'll get those sorted really quickly. Now, the first one I wanted to do was to put Armani into Kandy. This means that I can find Vesuvius quick. As I say, I just need to be a little bit careful I don't find Vesuvius too quickly, but Kandy is not being, oh no, it is being competed with slightly with an unmet player. Okay, so we'll save my envoy for now. I did pick up an envoy from a tribal hut, but if we can pick that city-state up, goodness me, that would be lovely. And there's a Grey Riot clan. We could actually probably bribe these ones into becoming a bit of a city-state as well. If I just keep my scout lurking around, we can just see what the chances are that Gilgamesh keeps that one alive. It's quite close to their borders. I'm surprised that it hasn't been killed already. Watch my culture per turn. 4.1 will go to about 8. Yeah, with those 2 monuments sorted. That's lovely to see. Build a shrine. Build a shrine. Let's get my faith income through the roof, please, and we can start to monumentality our way through the map. How's my iron income? There is iron there. We do have some iron in my land. That's semi-useful. Okay, good. We want to be able to trade, like, some stuff. Vietnam, getting all of the people we've just played. 8 population capital already. Oh boy, Deity++ gives so much food growth. It's crazy. You love to see it. Okay, the shrine has been finished. Let's see if we can get ourselves a little bit of infrastructure into the city now. I want the library, I want the granary first for the building. That's good. We've got 18 production in the city already. Granary, library, and then trader. That's a few boosts that I can get. I probably want a worker as well. Do I just throw in a worker? A builder, sorry? That would get me my spices. I'm going to do that for the faith. I know that I've been waiting to get settlers, but I think it's actually quite good to do that as well. Okay, Kandy. That is Armani settled there. I've got one of my spare envoys from my tribal hut. There is Kandy. That is my first city-state. Now, what I've got to do is save up 280 gold as quick as I can. Yes, I know Germany's not going to like me if I do that, but if I can do that, then it means that I can levy the army super quickly and consolidate the envoys on that city-state, because if I levy them, I get 2, which is really, really good. I've got to go and see if I can find Vesuvius quick as well. There is a governor. Do I put Magnus or Pingala down? I think I've got enough cities that I can spread the settler cost out around. I'm actually going to go and settle down to the south over in this direction in order to make sure that I can then wrap round and put cities onto Italy, because I want to take Italy if I can. So this is going to be where I spread my first settler from. Yeah, Pingala. It's got to be Pingala as a start. I always feel bad about doing this because I like a Magnus start, but it's well worth it. There are spices. That's my first luxury. And as you can see, people aren't really buying it for very much at the moment. That would be a expensive luxury for everyone else. Oh, that'd be a cheap luxury for everyone else. 390 gold. If I could maybe use that to get a settler, I'd be more happy. There's Vesuvius. Because I've got Kandy, there is the Grapevine Cross. That is my first relic. It gives me 6 faith per turn. Interesting. It should only provide me 4. So why is it? Oh, yes, because Kandy gives +2 per relic, doesn't it? Yes, okay, that's why. So, I mean, that's huge faith income. We love that. I really want to get down to theology as fast as possible. Suddenly, this luxury is worth a lot more. I'm thinking of using that to then get Kandy's army. That would be fun. And I could charge at Vietnam. That would be a terrible idea. Vietnam is so well defended, but I mean, we could just go and do a bit of early game skirmishing, or I could send them after England. Ooh, 357 military strength though. If I work the ironworking and hope that people have got iron, strategics, I don't know anybody who has iron yet, but Pest can get iron. Oh, I'm going to use it to go after England. Oh, this is a terrible idea, but I'm going to do it anyway. There's Kandy, and now we have 6 envoys there. Oh, England. It's going to take a while before my units can get there, and I'm going to use the border growth that I've got in Buda just south of these mountains into sort of Venetia to spread, to be able to actually convert these warriors. But look, the map, even with my +2 movement that I get, this is going to be a tough map to move these warriors over. But if I can work as a priority this iron tile, I think it's only 4 iron per warrior to upgrade. That's nothing. So we could get a real assault force on England quickly. Are you not friends? Oh no, they're kind of... You know what, I'm actually going to denounce them quickly so that I can joint war. Like, if I can go Germany joint war, that would be something. Oh, tell you what, I wouldn't need to do much settling if I was just going to steal all these cities. Oh, there's something about playing Hungary on these maps which is just the most delightful thing. Goodness me, have you seen how painful this movement is across this map? This is terrifyingly slow. Another city-state up there. New swarm clan. Interesting. And we've got to get moving, is the thing. But even with a crazy Hungary attacking strat and this start, I've only got 23 science per turn, and Gilgamesh is on 63. I've got Germany on 70. It's tough. It's really tough, this. There is a good chance that we are going to be made obsolete even with this ridiculous start that we've got going. So now that I've got ironworking, I'm going to go horseback riding into construction. I really would love it if I could get myself that ability to put lumber mills down, because I've got so much woods that I want to keep around my lands. I think that's really handy. Let's get this watermill as well. Library, watermill, good combination I've got going there. That's good. This builder's just chilling. Do I just chill there, or do I go and see if I can improve some resources? Oh, there's so many resources to improve, is there not? I'll go and sort of keep barbs at bay, see if I can keep the exploring going. So we're getting this watermill sorted. Horseback riding is under control. I'm still moving all of my warriors around very, very slowly. It's 25 gold and 5 iron. That's it. So it's 5 iron, not 4. I don't know what my maths is doing. I think I was taking 20% rather than 25%, but it's fine. We're learning. What's important is that that is an iron unit, and yeah, England is not going to have, right now, anything strong enough to deal with that. Are you at war with Germany? Oh, they are at war with Germany. Interesting. John Curtin on Italy. Okay, an Italian Curtin. Do you like England? They kind of half like England. Should we you know, I'm gonna actually lock them into a formal war with England before we even really do anything diplomatically with them. We'll friendship to them. No, I'll send them delegation. I'll give them open borders. Actually, I say that I'm not gonna let that happen. But yeah, like hopefully we can make, yeah, look at that, friendly. They like this. Vicky suddenly going like, what's happening in this game? Why is everyone suddenly at war with me? And we're like, I don't know. No, Curtin, you leave this Barb clan alone. Don't kill it, don't kill it, don't kill it. Oh, they killed it. Oh, that's mean. That would have been a city-state. A beautiful city-state. Don't do that. Oh, that's where England's military strength is. Locked in a naval battle with Australia. That bodes well. That bodes very well for me. My swordsmen are already beginning to rush through. This watermill is finished, and I'm thinking actually Temple of Artemis. Is that a good policy for me? I've got a possibility for another camp down on that deer tile, and I'm thinking I've got deer plantation. That's at least 3 amenities in my capital, as well as having some well-needed food. So if I were to stick it there, I think that's a +3. I mean, it's got to be worth it, isn't it? So yeah, sod it. We'll do it. We'll Temple of Artemis. Do I just chop? Do I chop before I put down? Yes, I think I will. Let's get the trader going, and then I'll do something that could be chopped. Like I'll get I'll do 1 more holy site prayers just to generate some more faith. Oh, Gilgamesh is giving me so much money for my luxuries. I'd rather just sell the luxuries early game than be particularly happy. It's really good. Although, admittedly, I do want to be a certain happy for when I start doing too much war, but having that money in the bank at the moment is much more handy, so we'll do that. I just picked up 60 faith in a tribal hut as well, which kind of, I was thinking about whether or not it was worth getting that builder, and I've just basically got the faith back from the builder, so it certainly was worth it. Let's just quickly go, and I'm not going to do that holy site prayers. We're just going to chop 47 production so that I can Temple of Artemis down like so. It's going to say 7 production, but that will all recalculate itself in a second. I'm going to treat myself to 1 extra tile there. Look at that beautiful tile. Oh, I knew this game wasn't going to be so easy. Oh, Kandy just got taken from me right as I was about to launch my swordsman at England. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. we won't complain. It's just a bit annoying, but yep. that's fine. What can we do? We can get political philosophy and then get mysticism. That'll give me the envoy. That'll give me 7, and then I can rebuy them for 430 gold. Okay, yep, and then that's fine. Okay, I can do that. This is fine. Construction, by the way, is now done. I need to save some gold up to do that. And, okay, yeah, gold should be fine. It should just be getting that envoy is the thing that I need to rush through. Okay, this may end up being good in the long term. I've also already almost upgraded to Black Army. These are courses, 49 melee strength with 3 combat strength for each adjacent levied unit. I have very much been beelining this, and we are going to throw them at the AI with anger, given the fact that I've just had a city-state stolen from me. Doesn't the game know who owns all of the city-states? I'm hungry for them. They should leave them for me. Can't believe that. It's typical, isn't it? Kandy's not even at war with them anymore, which is the funny thing. Do I want to go oligarchy just to give myself a combat bonus and then switch to classical republic? I do. We'll go oligarchy for now, and then I'll switch over. I don't plan on being in this for most of the game. What are we going to do? Survey? I mean, this is such a rubbish government for us. It really, really is. But also get discipline just for the sake of it. Charismatic leader? Yep, for the extra points. Urban planning? Yeah, it's a terrible government for us. We need to switch that over rapidly. But look, mysticism is already almost on the way, so that's good. This is going to be a real problem for us because, yeah, thinking about it, there's so few city-states on the map. The ones that do exist are going to be highly thought after, and we're going to have to be very careful about keeping them. It's all part of a challenge, though. At least the swordsmen are kind of hovering and hanging out in roughly the right area. There is my city. I'm hoping my luxuries will come through in a second, and that will be good for me to keep. It's 25 strength. I'm not too worried about it, to be honest. I wanted to put it on the hill for defense, and I've got 2 districts that I can pop down, which will be at double speed, so that's good. I'm going to just build myself an archer. Remember, my troops can't leave my own borders, but I am going to just give myself a little bit of a defensive strength to stop the warriors from just tearing me apart. We settle too close. I'm going to just generate grievances, Germany. Very sorry about that, but we're not going to be particularly... Oh, they're taking Preston. I kind of wanted Preston. Interesting. Now, is this still set up? Yeah, it's still only 6 envoys. So we'll plonk one down, take Kandy over again. They still need 430 gold. That's okay. I've got enough stuff to sell, I think, to get 430 gold. Yeah, easy, easy. I had to sell a luxury, unfortunately, but that's fine. Kandy, levy. And you can see I've got 1, 2, 3 swordsmen still on the borders, and now I have 9 envoys there. So it's even more secure than it was before. Let's go military tradition, and yeah, theology is where I want to be going after this. Goodbye, nice to meet you. They are again in England. It's not the first time I've seen them spawn in England on this map. It's interesting that. Boulevard, can you just get in on this war against Victoria? Oh, come on. You know you want to. You're so boring. Chopping down this convenient marsh tile there. Bump, just to give me a good little boost in loyalty, and that'll help to secure that city perfectly for me. Excellent. And I'm just going to continue upgrading the units, I think. There's no point in not, but I will keep an eye on this one. Yeah, I don't want Kandy to be taken a second time. My heart can't take it, you know. 51 strength. I've got Battlecry, Oligarchy, and Raven King. Wabam. That is indeed what we want to see. Beautiful. There you go. If we needed the capital of force and power and might, the Temple of Artemis will do that for us beautifully. 2 amenities already. I think I can get a 3rd one in there pretty easily, but the food and the housing means that this terribly confined mountain kingdom should grow beautifully towards the late stages of the game, and drama and poetry being boosted is something I don't often manage to do, which is lovely. Cree and Poundmaker, fantastic. I love finding the Cree because once you do, you can make some amazing strides towards completing your map if you can get an alliance with them. And normally, oh, -16, I was going to say normally, it's pretty handy. You can sort of convince them to be friends pretty early on. It's all good. I can actually get them in on the war in England. That's pretty cool. Something interesting I found is that Preston is just being bombarded by German artillery, so catapults and archers, keeping the city pretty much on 0 health, but there's no melee troop in there, which is interesting. So if I can kind of coordinate an attack where I'm attacking Leeds and also Preston, this might work really well. In fact, speaking of, I've even sieged the city already, so next turn I should be able to do that. I kind of wanted to do a bit of pillaging to rush castles, but time is of the essence, and this actually works quite well for me. So I am producing a couple of archer units, but don't forget they're not to leave my lands. The only units that can leave my lands are unique units, recon units, and city-state units. They're kind of my only thing that I can do here. Let's try this. We can go and attack Leeds, take that city over, give myself recorded history because I've just stolen a campus, and I can now attack and take Preston as well. 2 cities, helping me to keep the loyalty. That's -1 now. I mean, amazing. That's now loyal, and Preston is almost loyal as well. If we just continue our attack onto Newcastle, I'm pretty sure that will be that. Look how many luxuries are here though. Oh, it's a lot of olives. Let's get a builder in here immediately and see what we can do there. Drama and poetry. Okay, I'm just thinking about whether or not I want to switch governments already because I'm getting I miss Classical Republic. Newcastle has got walls. I don't think the walls are going to be too difficult to hit off, being honest, but they're a little bit of a faff. Oh, England have just whipped out a pikeman. That's quite tough, and I'm not entirely sure I have the strength with these swordsmen to break through. So you know what? I'm actually going to give England peace. Yeah, it allows us to sort of just kind of work out relations just briefly. Gives me the opportunity to get maybe a bit of siege equipment in. I have friends to my north on both sides, Gilgamesh and also Germany. I've got a nice city-state. We've got a lot of space that I could be settling into. I don't necessarily need to be generating huge amounts of grievances early game like we are at the moment. 281 grievances is quite a bit, but we can probably manage that amount. And we may have, created a small amount of world tension. We've had a couple of denouncements on our side, but it's okay. I don't mind. We're just chilling in these sort of central areas. I'm just going to consolidate my land a little bit now. Let's get building settlers, which I probably can do fairly easily. I'm going to switch government in a second and go crazy. Castles. Okay, my capital's just been generating a bit of faith and spreading my religion around. I really want Leeds and Preston to quickly convert so that I can stop worrying about them. I'm also sending a couple of builders over to Preston to just throw food at it, essentially, until it grows into a point where the loyalty is happy. Proving tough at the moment, especially because amenities are kind of a little bit of a problem. Here's theology. So, government switch time. We don't need that extra combat experience. We don't need the extra +4. I'd rather go Classical Republic and have the extra amenity. So, charismatic leader. I think scripture with the +8 faith combining to give me some beautiful extra production that helps nicely. I'm producing my builders with my crazy levels of production. I think that's probably the best thing for me to do, although urban planning is probably over the empire a little better. And I'm going to go diplomatic league so that when city-states do appear, I can very rapidly take control of them. And this conquered city now, look at it. Yum. It's now back and loyal, and I think as the cities grow around it, we should happily be able to continue spreading that around. Which actually reminds me, I should be spreading out and settling a little bit more than I currently am. Could get Great Merchant. Imhotep's appeared. Oh, I do kind of want to get some industrial zones. If I can get an industrial base in these cities, that would be really cool. Yeah, I'm going to go and settle kind of round here, maybe. Plunk myself a city down on that tile. Yeah, I want to build a thick ring of cities with my capital being left quite a bit of space where possible. So yeah, one there, one there. Yep, okay, I think we're doing good. This is fine, and Kandy still, nobody's attempting to take it from me, and I like that. I like that a lot. Come on, this city-state is imminent now. Come on. Mexico City it is, and Gilgamesh got the 2 envoys. I find that rude, but what are you going to do? I'm going to put 1 envoy in there immediately, which I've been saving, and what's the thing? Train a black army? I think I can do that. Yes, please. My capital probably should have been doing that anyway. I've got temples I can build. There's all kinds of stuff, but a black army I can absolutely build. How many turns have we got? 7 turns. I do need 10 horses to get one of those out, and nobody's really trading horses, which is a bit frustrating. I do have horses around my new captured cities. Oh, okay. Well, I guess we can go and just take those over quickly. Hopefully we'll be able to get myself a black army from that. Save up a bit of gold to just instant buy it. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to have to do. And I'm finally making my way now down into Italy. I'm going to basically do my best to annoy Australia now by just appearing on their continent. Very sorry, but I'm not that sorry really. So where was I? Mexico City. Let's put my second envoy into it. And as you can see, I'm the first suzerain. And how much will the military take? 310? That's not a lot. I can probably sell some iron. Yep, 2 Gilgamesh, of all people, and I can levy them and immediately get myself another era score for doing that, as well as 2 more envoys, cementing them as my best friend. Mexico City means for all my industrial zones and things like entertainment complexes, stuff like that, they all get 3 tiles further on, water parks, entertainment complexes, industrial zones. It's really cool. It's my unique building. Actually, of all the ones to get, that's pretty cool. The Netherlands. Maybe you have horses? Do you have horses? No, they don't have horses. Nobody has horses. What she did though is give me 1 more era score. I've got 5 turns until the next era and I am desperately trying to find what I can do. Don't mind me if I just put natural philosophy in instead of urban planning. It's turn 87 and I'm up to 74 science, but 1, 2, 3, 4 different civs that I've met are all on above 100. Deity ++, yeah, it's rearing its head. I am 9 techs behind Australia at the moment. 9. And I've had a ridiculous start. We are up against it. Look at that barb camp as well. Oh boy, that is brutal. I was really trying to think about killing it because I've got 2 era score, or 2 turns to get 5 era score, and I'm massively scratching my head here. Build a boat, put a galley in. Yeah, a galley in this tiny lake of cod. I mean, that would be 2 era score, in theory. So, yeah. 1 more city, just nestled within the Alps now, which is pretty cool. +5 campus and holy site and... yeah, there's a lot of good stuff. I'm just going to build the holy sites first in order to get the production and the faith and all this sort of stuff. I have not found a way of getting the era score. I could build a boat. That much will give me 2 era score, but I cannot for the life of me work out how to get the other 3. If I could build my unique unit, I would. But I think I might just have to wager on going for a better era next time round. Be interesting to see if I can keep my captured cities here. But, you know, weird things have happened, and I think we should be okay. But I think I might just give in and say, you know what, normal age, I'm gonna have to just eat my words for once and live with it. And finally, a very special shout out goes to Glorious Petra, Salty Tech, Matthew Wilkinson, Paul Coffey, Doughboy91, Sean Crites, Morag, Scott Stratton, Major King Kong, Davalex, Skeptical Bear, Kroger Brand Trail Mix, Alex Noob, Cinnamon Beard, Portland, Petra Ryan, Matthew Hatch, Amir EC, Henry, Rom88, Radiatore, Private Selection, Genoa Salami, Boy Zorro, Callum Billy. Thank you for all of your support and everybody that supports the channel generally. You're all brilliant. Thank you!